we're back. Thanks for staying with us. Call number is 1-347-326-9626. Without further ado, definitely missed last week and glad to have him back.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
And without further ado, the one and only Rick Thompson.
Thank you, Michael. I always love that intro. This is the news. It's February 27th, 2014, and I'm Rick Thompson. We've talked about this story before, but starting April 1st, Canadian law will allow the commercial production and sale of medical marijuana, and one Metro Detroit company hopes to cash in on that new market. Yep, that's them, Creative Edge Nutrition from Madison Heights. Now, we already know they've purchased a 10-acre spot near Windsor, and they're going to build a 27,000-square-foot indoor marijuana farm. Well, their estimates, 1.3 million pounds of marijuana produced annually, million pounds, and $5 billion in sales per year with an 80% profit margin. Now, he anticipates doing that. That would be Bill Chabon, CEO of Creative Edge. Even though Canada only has a 37,800 medical marijuana patient market, and about 450 companies have applied for licenses, of which only 8 have been awarded, Canadian laws allowed for the use of medical marijuana for more than a decade. Currently, marijuana patients can buy directly from Health Canada at $5 a gram. Health Canada gets its supply from Saskatchewan-based Prairie Plant Systems. However, after April 1st, those rules change, and users have to buy their supply commercially from 8 or more growers that will be licensed by Health Canada, and Prairie Plant Systems will continue to sell, but has to use a different name. Now, here's a story from Nashville, Tennessee. A 51-year-old man was arrested by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and his county sheriff for allegedly selling marijuana candy called ganja goo. This man had allegedly sold his product around the county, and authorities found 10 pounds of it along with a pound of marijuana at his residence. He'd mailed himself medical marijuana from Michigan to his Tennessee residence where he made the candy, and he's now been charged with possession of a Schedule 5 drug for resale. I'm sorry, a Schedule 6. I don't even know what a Schedule 6 drug is. Must be some weird Tennessee thing. Oof. Now that the Michigan State Supreme Court has overturned an ordinance banning medical marijuana, Westland will have to look at its similar ordinance. We continue to update you on all of the cities around Michigan as they deal with the world after our Terbeek versus Wyoming decision. Westland Planning and Building Director Bruce Thompson, no relation, said, "I'm not quite sure yet how it affects us. I've started receiving phone calls. I can only assume we'll have to change our ordinance. To what degree, I don't know yet." Westland's ordinance was similar to that of Livonia, and also Wyoming and West Michigan, who lost that court case. In Wayne, the city has taken a different response to medical marijuana businesses. The clerk and planning director, Matthew Miller, said, "We didn't zone them out, we made accommodations. You can locate in commercial districts," he said. "You'd have to be 1,000 feet from residential, schools, churches, and daycare facilities." From a practical standpoint, it would be very difficult to actually find a location in Wayne that would meet the criteria for a medical marijuana business, the article cites. You probably couldn't get 500 feet without hitting one of those users, except in industrial areas, said Miller. It kind of limits that business to the southwest quadrant of the city. And finally, this just in from yesterday, TNT, calling itself a medical marijuana resource center, has opened on Michigan Avenue in Lansing over the weekend. It's been doing a steady business and has already gotten attention from the city council after Councilwoman Jody Washington raised concerns. The city attorney, Janine McIntyre, said she's reviewing the law to see if it can operate legally. TNT claims they're a private club where valid medical marijuana patients are matched up with area caregivers, and it's registered with the state as TNT Industries, LLC. As of Monday, 17 members had signed up. The owner said that cannabis and pot-infused food products are kept on site, though patients can't acquire them without a membership in the club. That requires signing a waiver, explaining in 10 steps how the center works. However, on Monday, the reporter that wrote this article writes that the smell of recently smoked marijuana was easily detectable inside TNT's inner sanctum, accessible by members only, though no one was seen smoking it. And learning of the center's opening First Ward Councilwoman Washington, whose district includes TNT, expressed concern and added the topic to a City Council Public Safety Committee agenda on short notice. That met on Tuesday afternoon to discuss it, and the committee will review whether TNT is violating any laws. Folks, that's the news for today. It is the 27th of February. Rick Thompson, thanks for listening.